5 facts about investing. That's what we're talking about. Hey, I'm Tim Diesel. I'm a commercial real estate consultant. This channel is designed to give you tips and strategies in your investing business. If you're a broker, this will definitely help your clients. All right, so the first fact about investing is it's a long-term game, and that could be a misnomer. I've actually heard from a lot of people how quick they think things happen. When I speak to a lot of clients and students that I go back and forth with, many times they're thinking 1 year, 2 years. Investing is a real long-term game. I mean, 3, 5, 10, 15. You really have to plan it out years ahead. So what you're investing today, you have to think you're not capitalizing on it for a while, and you have to go in knowing that. Whether you're buying whatever asset you're buying, right? Even if you're buying a house, if you're selling it next year, well, that's like a flip. You're not really going into a long-term scenario. Now, if you're buying it, you're renting it, you're keeping it for a couple of years, couple of cycles maybe, that's kind of where you're going to make your profit. Long-term investing, you're always going to win if you just sit it out and you're patient about it. It's going to work out very well for you. But investing is definitely a long-term game. Number 2, cycles go up and down, and they're volatile. You got to be prepared for what's coming. Your investment at any given moment can be up or it can be down. No matter what you invest in, depending on the circumstance, the situation, the economy, the way oil prices are, it could be anything. And those are the things you don't have control over. The only thing you have control over is when you buy it and when you sell it. Now, obviously, if you're buying something that's crashing down and your only option is to get out quick, well, that's one thing. But if you're buying something, and let's take an asset like gold. Like gold doesn't really move up and down too much, but if you keep it long enough, it probably will do very well, right? And if you look back in history in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, yeah, sure, it's gone up and down, but the longer you hang on to it, you're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. Same thing with housing, same thing with real estate in general, right? The longer you have something, the longer you own it, that's really when you're going to make your money. But the problem is it goes up and down. Sometimes you can be really down, you can be really behind, and sometimes you'll be on the upside. So you really have to be you have to stomach those waves a little bit. All right, third one is do not invest money you can't lose. If you have $10,000 and you invest $10,000, that doesn't make any sense at all. So if you have $10,000, you should only be investing maybe 1,000 or 2. You should not be putting all your money. You have to be very careful and only invest money that you can afford to lose. You have to assume your investment is going to lose day one. I love to be optimistic, but if worst case happens and you can't eat tomorrow, that's not good. That's not the way you want to do it. If you're buying a property, I advise everybody that's buying a property to put money down and really have some reserves. Even if you put $100,000 down into something and you have another, I don't know, 10, 50, whatever, you're okay, you're good. You don't want that investment to affect your livelihood. And that's how you want to play it. You got to be careful and cautious and do not invest all of your money in one investment. The other thing is it's about timing, and I kind of covered on this in number 2. It really is about timing. It's about when you're buying and when you're selling. Now, you always hear people say, oh, buy real estate and wait, buy this and wait. Whatever it is, there's a right time and a wrong time for everything. There's a better time and a more optimal time. There is everything, right? No matter what asset you buy. If you're going to be investing, really study the market, study the options that you have. Now, if you have a ton of money and you need to buy something, don't wait a couple of years and like I hear a lot of people say, I'm going to wait a few years till the market crashes. That doesn't make any sense at all, because you've lost out on those investment dollars, the returns you would have gotten on those investment dollars. So take advantage of your opportunity, but definitely don't sit on the sidelines. If there's something you want to buy and you can buy it, you buy when you can buy. But at the same time, just know that there is a right and a wrong time. Even if you buy at the wrong time and you just hang on to it, you'll be fine. Just know there's a time to sell and buy. So if you buy low, sell high, everybody knows that. And if you're at the very top and you don't see very much happening, might be time to get out. Who knows? If you're long term, you want to give it to your family members or something like that. But it depends on what side of the coin you're on. Lastly, number 5, do not invest in what you don't understand. Period. The end. That's over. If your buddy tells you, I just made 50 grand off of Bitcoin, and you don't know what Bitcoin is, don't buy it. I mean, don't even, it doesn't matter. If somebody tells you, hey, I have a manufacturing plant and it's 100 grand and this is what you have to do and you can triple your money, if you don't understand how to get around those hurdles and you can't learn, don't do it. If you don't understand something, don't invest in it. You really have to know. I'm not saying you have to be a pro at it, but you have to have a basic understanding of what someone's talking to you about. It's automatically a bad investment if you don't know what you're doing. But if there's somebody there that you trust, that you know, and you're giving your money to that person, and he can educate you, or she can educate you on what you're investing in, that should make you feel a little more comfortable. But really understand what you're investing in. All right, my question is, what is your favorite investment? Like this video, subscribe to this channel, ask me questions, leave comments. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching.